Hey everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of the Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. We just finished a big battle with the enemy. You may or may not have seen my post. My neighbor is playing some loud music, and so I can hear it. I don't know how much you can hear it, but there isn't really anything I can do about it, so we're just going to have to deal with it.
Good, we're in.
But that being said, welcome back. Alright, there's the quest marker. What is that right there? We didn't kill everybody. I swear we killed everybody.
Let's take him down!
I think somebody just moved me into cover. Yes, of course he did. Let me get two for the price of one. I'm out of ammo.
Can we do that again?
Does that kill it? Alright. Well, we are out of ammo for, for one of our firearms. Oh, he has 5 ammo. We'll totally get it done. Let's repair. Oh, we can't even repair it. All right. Well, I didn't just waste all the ammo. Look at that, it already needs repair again. Good grief. Alright. Now that we are all juiced up here, there's probably more bad guys in this house. Okay, I guess there aren't. Let's just take all the rest of their shit. Alright, hopefully that's everything. That we needed to kill. Alright, employee Cecil McClure has been on shift for 88,536 hours. You have earned a 5-minute break. Let's do the supervisor override. Password required. Antediluvian, we already know it. Alright, view current inventory, nothing. Begin transaction. Did you greet the customer by saying, "Welcome to Rizzo's Sweet Shop. We've got your candy handy. How can I sweeten your day? Of course I did. Have you offered the customer a slap? Sales of lemon slap are down. Remind our customers how refreshing a good slap is. Try saying, thirsty friend? Nothing beats a zesty slap. I'm not going to say that because zesty wouldn't be the adjective I use. Reminder, all employees must meet their weekly production recommendation quota. Records indicate that you have not recommended a product in 3,689 days. Your file has been flagged for performance review. Good. All right, let's check the upstairs. I know we're supposed to go in there, but the upstairs has stuff, including probably the corpse of the employee. All right, I'll take all that. Wonder what's in that building. You see any critters? All right, just checking. All right, here we go. Down to the secret laboratory. Purpleberry punch.
Wonder if we'll find any grisly experiments in here.
Oh, I don't know. Will we? All right. That door's barred. Can't get in there because we don't have enough lockpick. Discovered a vending machine. Oh, there's robots. That door is also not responding.
Proximity alert. Biology human. Protocol kill all plants. Suspended. Present your Rizzo identification credentials or prepare to be downsized.
Left my ID in the wash.
Washing company property without authorization is a fireable offense. Priming weapons.
You don't want to shoot us. We're from the board. Real distinguished corporate jackasses we are. Yeah.
Mediocre verbal evasion detected. Threat level downgraded to negligible. Weapons disengaged.
I think an automech just took pity on you, Felix. How does it feel?
Pity? Nah, that was pure terror.
Be advised. Mantisaur threat level is petrifying purpleberry. Please use caution. Mantisaur wounds are not covered under Rizzo's health policy. Have a productive day.
All right. Well, I was getting ready to fry that thing, but we don't need to because there's a Mantisaur. You didn't get an ID card. I didn't know there was one to get. Hello, little medical drone. This is probably where the ID card is, right? It's actually probably in another building. All right. Terminal, blah, blah, blah. Rizzo's candy has been scientifically proven to not give cavities. 5 out of 5 Rizzo Company doctors agree. Reminder, personal messages, blah, blah, blah. Single ADA to land on the Cascadia pad. Let's do that. Search fuel controls. Closest functioning terminal with refueling authorization is located above the flavor R&D lab. All right, messages. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, there's some experimentation going on by Eva Chartrand. She's talking to Laura Fall. Interesting. Oh, look at this. It says the raptidons and manosaurs will die if the O2 concentration is reduced to 12.5%. They'll die, human beings will live. But I guess they were like, nah.
Captain, touchdown on Cascadia's landing pad. You'll need to connect the storage tanks to my fueling system and then initiate the transfer from an authorized terminal within the lab.
All right, well, that was very nice. I have a feeling our next enemy is not going to be a robot. What is out here? All right, the rest of the lab. Oh boy. Looks like blood. So the lab is going to be filled with manta thingies. Ooh, we need all this stuff. Ordnance control armor. Flamethrower. All right. Get rid of the shock cannon. We will mount the flamethrower. We'll get rid of that and we'll put the grenade launcher up there. Oops. Now looking at the armor. It's just not as good as our armor. Break that down. Break that down. It's not good armor at all. All right. Landmines and dead manta thingies. That door is barred. This goes nowhere. Well, I don't really know if I want to try to get past the minefield. It looks like there's some kind of electrical fence down there. Alright, so let's take a look at what we're going to have to deal with in here. Lots of explosive barrels. There's one. There's two mantisaurs. There's a third creature up there. Alright. Alright, let's save the game. And let's take a bunch of stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to do that part. How about we do that instead? Alright, we're going to use that, and we're going to use that, and we're going to open the door. Alright. Well, there's still something left over there. I'm just not sure what. Animal trials. Fallbrook, Cysty Pig. Baconated flavoring of Cysty Pig tumors. And a Cascadia. Alright, we set up a link to our refueling system. Oh, now you want to say something after I killed everyone. I wish there was more here that these creatures dropped that was a little bit more useful, but... Oh, now the door's closed.
Here they come.
Here, who comes? Alright. I guess it's official. We killed all the bad guys.
This is the part where I take over, Captain. Do not fret. I've been cracking systems like these for years.
Don't sound so enthusiastic.
I am enthusiastic. Can you not tell? Aha! Got it. Easy as mock apple pie.
Not too shabby, preacher man.
You can say that again. Except for the last part. Do not call me that. On pain of death.
Sure, preacher man. Whatever you say.
Alright. So we have to do something else now. I think we basically have to go back into the other terminal and move some stuff around. Well, that's interesting. A lower oxygen concentration would kill all the raptidons and mantisaurs. Are they edible? Probably not. Why does it sound like there are more creatures outside? He doesn't even have anything aside from that. Oh my. You guys want to go outside and handle my light work? Alright, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. No, we don't want to break that down to shit. Oh my god, stop changing what I'm trying to repair. Alright, so there is a... There's a hole in the wall. Ah! Alright, we got trapped. I didn't want that to happen. Alright, we know they're out there. Really, I think if we could get rid of the little animals, I'm not going to bother because I know there's nothing in there that I want. The big one wouldn't be so bad. We didn't have to worry about all the little ones. So... what I am going to try to do is make a break for higher ground.
Hey, I remember Cascadia from that one episode of Terror on Monarch. Crawling with monsters it was.
Never had much of a sweet tooth myself. Indulgences like Rizzo's were frowned upon in my household.
Oh God.
Nice hit!
Oh God, they're everywhere.
Good hit! Let's take him down! Wow, that guy had a lot of shit. As did that one. All right, let's take a minute to repair. All right, so there's still a Manta Queen out there.
Ow. Oh, overburdened here. I am. I think I need a different weapon damage type, or maybe we should just leave. Probably a better idea.
Thornburg was off bounds. That's the only reason the Darlings won.
Thornburg was well within bounds. The Darlings won because the Rangers have no defense.
Thornburg was off bounds. That hand goal never should have been called. Any other argument is invalid.
Spoken like a true Rangers fan.
You damn.
All right, we're gonna leave leave that all behind. The goods are secured. Lilia Hagen should be pleased. She's stationed at Sublight headquarters on the Groundbreaker. Well, no kidding. All right, Nyoka has a level up. Threat generated. An armor rating. And how about a ranged weapon reload speed? All right, and we will apply all of that. Parvati, we can replace her armor with something a little more feminine. And we'll give her ability damage. That reminds me, what kind of armor does this lady have? Oh, she has almost nothing. Alright, well we gave her good armor because she's going to be generating a lot of threat. So...
Our fuel cells are now primed with Alta-Vitae Gas. As the organics say, let us hope we do not explode in transit to the groundbreaker.
let's hope. Alright, we're going to leave Monarch and we're going to head back to the Groundbreaker docking bay.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Alright, before we go anywhere, let's talk to Parvati.
Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
I got that soap you wanted.
Oh, let me see. Oh, mock apples and cinnamon? Oh, it smells like a warm kitchen. Like coming home on a fall evening. You're the best, Captain. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Saltuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets.
Oh, we just came from there.
Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
Well, I wish I had spoken to her before we left. Cascadia. But then again, we both know that there's a Mantis Queen down there that I don't necessarily need to die to again. Alright, why don't we take Nyoka and Sam with us. And we will go see how Lilia Hagen is doing. Ooh, wait a minute. Can I workbenchify any of my stuff? Whisper, Quiet Muzzler, that probably don't need shock damage. Plasma damage type. Don't need that either. We'll add that weapon mod to the flamethrower. Ooh, all right. We will add the Whisper Quiet Muzzler to our hunting rifle. And we will also add the magazine thing. Alright, Protoss Ball Blocker, Pulse Hammer. Put Speed Grip on there. Well, that doesn't look terrifying or anything.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right here.
See, that's a lot better than asking if you want a zesty slap. You want a punch? We got your punch right here. Stand aside, peons.
What's... That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
The height of ambition for us all.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
Do you always send your first-timers into certain peril?
I guess you're just one of the lucky ones. Look on the bright side. You just started and you're already on the path to a promotion. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine says the factory needs some repairs before it's back to working order, but at least it's under our control. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
Could have sworn one of them winked at me.
I knew it. I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know?
I know. You know. I know.
I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work.
Of course I am.
Salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
Looking to expand, huh? Fallbrook ain't big enough for you?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
How did a research station become salvage?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Just point me in the right direction.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
Who are we worried about? Authorities? Competitors?
Both. Neither. Right now, it's safer if I keep you in the dark. I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Interesting. All right. Now let's look at some vending machines.
Force pocket can be microwaved in 2.5 seconds. Force pocket.
Horse pockets don't sound appetizing.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. Soft shell around a sweet purpleberry flavored scent. Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
Alright, we're looking for a weapon mod of some sort. What is that? Now available ultimate bolter. Well, if I was into handguns, I would totally get that. What is this thing? Plasma launcher. Geographic scanner. Speed grip, magnum padded. Alright, let's buy that. Let's sell those. All right. Gyro sight, sure grip, exacto sight. Mr. Acid changes the weapon type dealt to corrosion damage. Oh, I think that's for a melee weapon. I wanted something a little different. Yeah, I need something to change the damage type for one of these weapons. Maybe this one. Oh, we can't. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. I need something that does a different kind of damage. Plasma is not cutting it anymore.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
This is Halcyon News.
All right, here's some other vending machines. Fun Times barrel. Cysty pig tumors. Oh wow.
We interrupt a regularly scheduled advertising.
Here we go. Mag 2 Ray changes the weapon damage type to N-Ray. I think we needed that.
He's often asked why there aren't enough new faces in the Halcyon colony.
All right. No, I don't. I don't want that. Quick check here. Radio Free Monarch. Still got to do that. Weapons from the Void. Got to check our own terminal. Don't bite the sun.
Rizzo Spectrum Block. Aftertaste the rainbow.
All right. Use a workbench. What can we change into N-ray damage? I'm not sure that's what we want. All right, well, that may have been a better choice. So we don't need both of these to have this damage type anymore. All right, yeah, I don't need to make a plasma carbine operate off plasma, but we do need... Don't I have a corrosion weapon type? Shock plasma. Maybe the corrosion was for a melee weapon? Yeah, there it is right there. It changes it, you can see it's green dripping. Yeah, I guess we don't need to do that right now. That armor went to the shitter again. Why don't I see that in my inventory? Alright, Shot Cannon Ultra, can we remove the mods from these? No, we're not a virtuoso. Fun times barrel magazine size. Fun times barrel. And magazine size. Oh, there it is. Let's give her that instead. And we will I need more ammo. Badly. All right. I think we can knock out one more thing before we end today's episode, because a lot of it was me staring at vending machines. Surely there's something quick.
Unit's air purity sensors are indicating a lethal level of inebriation emanating from a nearby organic source.
Please.
Nyoka's drunk again. Nobody's shocked. All right. What were we doing? Weapons from the void. Let's go knock that out. All right, messages from E. Blaine. Oh, All right. I won't tell anybody about something I don't remember. Junlei. Oh. All right, I guess that was forwarded to me so I could see the poem. I still think there was something going on there. All right, Shrink Ray. Wells Lab. Shrink Ray. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Hammer Power. Marta yammering about a mad scientist. Black market leads. All right. Black market merchants on Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Well, he can't be very dashing because he's dead. Acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker. Let's go do that.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering?
Probably Sam, so he has something to clean up. All right. We spent about half of our available money. I think we have about 15,000 credits or whatever right now. I think we had 32 when I started spending money, so not ideal. Hopefully we won't need a lot of money to access this next science weapon.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea.
Let me see what you got for sale. I want to ask you something else.
What do you want then? My hard-earned wisdom?
Blah, blah, blah. All right. I'm just going to go through these questions without reading them.
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei.
Back to my other questions.
Go right ahead, sweetheart.
You got any science weapons?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
Probably more likely.
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres.
I was told there'd be no French.
Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Are there still people down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
All right.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
All right, Gladys. Gladys has a science weapon called Salvager's Helper, which would be great if we were running a handgun build. 660 damage per second corrosion damage. So anyway, I don't... Oh, maybe I could give it to one of my colleagues. All right. Who is using handguns? I don't even know.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
Let's look at my quest thingy, my bobber. Looking Gladys's shop for old records. Okay, so I'm really dumb. I just spent about 3,000 credits.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
No.
Straight to the point, eh? All right then, on you go. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
All right. You just pick this shit with them right here.
Did I hear something? What do you think you're doing?
We'll just bribe her.
Caution! Infestation in danger!
All right, that was a terrible idea. Okay, so I guess breaking into Gladys' safe is a no-go. All right. We'll just go back to Monarch. We'll go to Stellar Bay. All right, when we come back next time, we will...
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
We will help Junlei prepare, or Parvati, prepare for her date with Junlei by buying food. Surely it'll be more exciting than it sounds like. We'll also get to try out our new weapon here, light machine gun, N-ray damage. See how effective that is. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next time on the Outer Worlds.